In this video, we can discuss about outcome-based education. My name is K. Praveen Kumar Yadav, Assistant Professor in Triple Department. In this video, we will discuss about the outcome-based education. I will give some brief description about this outcome-based education. What is outcome-based education and what are the main factors in this outcome-based education. So I will give some brief description. Our subject name is Electrical Machines 1. You know that. Okay. So what is OBE? OBE is nothing but outcome-based education. You know that. Uh, our institute mainly concentrate on outcome-based education. So outcome-based education is nothing but a student-centric system. So here is some definition is there. Outcome-based education is also known as a standards-based education. Is an educational theory that bases each part of an educational system around goals or outcomes. By the end of the educational experience, each student should have achieved the goal. That means mainly each and every student is having some goal. So to reach that goal, uh, what we are providing to the students, that is nothing but outcome based education. We have to provide some good path, different ways to reach the goal, that is nothing but outcome based education. Here only this outcome based education is mainly concentrating on standards based education. That means each and every student want to get the degree in BTech. That is not an outcome based education. To get the degree is not an important. To get the degree with a good knowledge, good research knowledge and good job, that is the main important one. So if you satisfy all these types of goals with a good experience, that is called outcome based education. It is more important for that. So here OB is mainly depends upon different factors. First one is standard of education, curriculum, accreditation requirements, industry, continuously improvement. These are different factors which is OB will be depending upon these factors. So the first one, curriculum. Curriculum is nothing but what we have to learn the students, what we have to teach the students. So that curriculum must be containing each and every element to have a good knowledge the students. So that is nothing but a curriculum. And next one, accreditation requirements. The institutes which will provide the outcome based education, those institutes must have some accreditation process. Accreditations, there is nothing but NAC, NBA, autonomous, so like that. Next, coming to industry. Industry nothing but industries having some requirements. So to satisfy the industrial requirements, we have to provide some technical knowledge to the students to reach their goals and good survival in the industry and continuously improve. Each student must be updating their knowledge continuously for the survival of in the industry or some organization like that. Okay, that means technology is increasing day by day the technology is improving, so old technologies are degraded day by day. So for that we have to upgrade your knowledge continuously, so to survive in the job or some maybe where some industries. So for that continuous improvement is also important. And finally, standard of education. Standard of education already told in the previous one, get the degree certificate is not an important. Getting the certificate with good knowledge and good job is very important. So this will be possible only we are having standard of education. So these factors is affecting the outcome based education. Okay. So this is one more structure of outcome based education. The outcome based education is having some important parameters. So first one is vision, mission, PEOs, that is program education objectives, program outcomes, course outcomes, graduate attributes. These are the some designing factors of outcome based education. When we are satisfying all these factors, the outcome based education will be helpful to the students. Okay, so first one, coming to the vision and mission. These two are very important factors in outcome based education. What is vision? What is mission? We have to know that. So first one, definition of vision and mission. A vision statement focuses on tomorrow and what an organization want to ultimately become. That means, in our simple, taking a simple example, in our childhood, our teachers is asking to me, what do you want to be in the, what do you want to be in your life? Okay, so each and every student is saying that I want to become a doctor, I want to become a lawyer, I want to become something. So those are their goals. That goals is nothing but vision. In future, what you want to be, that is called goal, that is called vision. Okay, so each and every organization, each and every institute, each and every individual person is having some goal, some vision. Okay, so now a mission statement focuses on today and what an organization does to achieve it. Okay, so I want to become a doctor. Okay, that is our vision. But for becoming a doctor, what you want to do from today onwards, that is called mission. Okay, so both are vital in directing goals. Okay, both are very very important. Having a goal is important, to reach the goal is also important. A vision statement describes where the organization want to be in future. In future, where the organization, that means I have an organization, that organization is having some goals. I want to be a individual university after 10 years. That is a vision statement. Okay, for to reaching their goal, what they want to do from today onwards, that is called mission. Okay, so here in this slide, some of the companies, some of the examples of some companies having some vision statements, like Disney. We know very well Disney. The vision of the Disney is nothing but to make people happy. That is their goal. IKEA, to create a better everyday life for the many people. And the British Broadcasting Company, to be the most creative organization in the world, BBC. Sony Corporation, to be a company that inspires and fulfills your curiosity. Okay, Avon. These are the some of examples of vision statements of companies. These are the goals of these companies. Okay, so these are called vision. Next, coming to mission, the mission statement describes what the organization needs to do now to achieve the vision. Okay, so these are some examples of organizations. Google mission, nothing but to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible to useful. When they do this thing, they will reach the goal. JetBlue Airways, it is an airways company. This airways is having a vision statement, that means they want to be a number one company in the airways. To become a number one company, what they will do? To provide superior service in every aspect of our customers in air travel experience. Then only they will reach their goal. So this is called mission. Each and every institute having some vision and some mission also. Next, coming to course objectives. Objective nothing but what do you do. So here, what is object? Nothing but what do I want my students to know or be able to do at the end of my course. That means when I start my course, I am thinking that I want to do after learning this course, that is nothing but objective. That means before learning the course, my aim is nothing but objective. Why I want to read this subject, that is called objective. Okay, that is course objective. Here it is objective. What do you want them to do? For example, we are learning electrical machines 1. Why you want to learn electrical machines 1? Nothing but I want to know each and everything about DC machines. So that is called course objective. Okay. Next, course outcome. This is very important one. What is course outcome? Course outcome nothing but course objective is just an input. Course outcome is nothing but simply called as output. Output nothing but after completion of the course, your course objective in EM1 electrical machines 1 is nothing but I want to learn each and everything about DC machines. That is course objective. Course outcome nothing but after completion of the course what you have learned in the subject, that is nothing but course outcome. The resultant knowledge, skills the student acquires at the end of the course. After completion of the course, what are the knowledge we are having, that is called course outcome. Okay, so this is wonderful picture about describing about the OBE. So it is a single brick is nothing but student knowledge, that is assignment level student learning outcome. For example, take a subject. First, we have learned one unit. One unit, nothing but your knowledge will be a single brick. Okay. After completion of the subject, your level of knowledge will become improving. It just look like a wall. Okay. After completion of the program is course level is nothing but electrical machines 1. Electrical circuit analysis 1, it is just like a subject. Program is nothing but our BTech. That BTech is having number of subjects. If you learn each and every subject, then you will get a good knowledge. Will collaborate each and every subject knowledge to a place. It just look like a house. That means your total personality will become completed. Now we will ready to satisfy the industrial needs. That is program level student learning outcome. It will be having a shape. Okay, so this is about course outcome of total completion of the program. Okay, so thank you. This is one important outcome based education. And one more, our program, that is here coming to our syllabus, we are having course objectives, some course objectives, and finally we are also having some course outcomes. These are only become these are only belongs to our subject only, to make the students explain the principle of electromechanical energy conversion, to make the student to learn construction and DC machine, same as DC motors and same as DC generators, to make the students to test the DC motors, discuss the performance of single phase, three phase transformers, to make the students understand the parallel operation of single phase transformers. These are my outcomes, your outcomes. So for this, to know this, we have to learn this total subject. So after completing this subject, so these are the course outcomes. Understand the concept of electromechanical energy conversion, analyze the condition of self and mutual inductances, recognize the operation of DC motor and DC generators, speed control techniques, explain the operation and performance of single phase transformers, analyze the construction and different types of three phase transformers and auto transformers. These are the course outcomes. After completion of the subject, you will be having good awareness on these outcomes. Okay, thank you.